A beautiful sea beach with 3 miles of sand running alongside the school has always been a great attraction. Amazing fiery red sunsets, glistening reflections in the puddles after the tide has gone out, the crashing of tremendous waves during high tides, and just watching fishermen and prawners trying to make a living. Over the years, the sea and sands have kept many secrets and have been the centre of many tales told. In 1588, there was a tremendous storm where a small village towards Blackpool was destroyed, together with much of the Spanish Armada, sailing in the Irish Sea. A galleon became beached high at Rossall Point, and the local men rushed out to surround the galleon, threatening it with crude weapons and shouting. The Spaniards in defence replied with a volley of shot, and a battle ensued. It was only when the winds and rising tide surrounded the stranded galleon was it able to lift the keel and sail away. During the battle, 2 of the cannonballs penetrated the walls of Rossall Hall, which was to become the headmaster's house. According to tradition, the big round stones at the entrance of the hall were identical to those cannonballs. In 1929, a Belgian trawler sent distress signals which were seen clearly in school during a gale of 80-mile-an-hour winds, sleet and lightning. The trawler was grounded and the crew were hanging on for sheer life. Naturally, there was great curiosity in school and people came out to help. One of the teachers was able to speak Flemish and helped to communicate by megaphone with the crew. 9 men were rescued, and a young deckhand who was badly injured was brought into the medical centre to be treated and resuscitated. If you look closely at the photograph, you'll see some of the Rossall boys looking at the wreckage. Even today, there's an attraction for us all to walk up to the sea wall, whether it's to be with our friends to have fun, or just appreciate the peace and calm giving us time to think and wonder. When you look across the sands to the skyline, just imagine the galleons sailing out at sea. Frank Fletcher, who was a scholar back in 1882, Crescent House, wrote in his memoirs, "Rossallians carry with them memories of noble waves breaking on the beach and filling the square with foam, of brilliant sunsets streaming in through the windows that looked out onto the sea, of clean, fresh air and cloudless skies, of occasional views of the Lakeland Hills across the head of Morecambe Bay, of winter evenings when the sea wind battered against the chapel windows, while within the chapel we sang the hymn for those in peril on the sea." I think those sentiments hold very dear today with many of our Rossallians.